Welcome back friends. Today in this video tutorial of Anita Bioconcept, and today I am here with you all to discuss about the pathways of complement system. Complement system is a complex system which consists of more than 30 soluble as well as glycoproteins which are mainly synthesized by liver hepatocytes. Complement system can also be known as complement cascade, which is a part of immune system or immune response which has the capacity to complement or enhance the ability of antibodies and phagocytic cells to eliminate the pathogens as well as damaged cells from an organism. So complement components or complement proteins are present in the serum in their functionally inactive forms. When they become active when proteolytic cleavage removes an inhibitory fragment and exposes the active site. So all about the basics of complement components, complement system I have discussed in my previous video lecture, so for that you can watch that video. But today especially I will be discussing about the classical pathway of complement system. So there are three pathways of complement system named as classical pathway, alternative pathway and lectin pathway. In all the early steps of all three pathways, in their early steps, it leads to formation of C5b. Okay, and final steps does lead to formation of membrane attack complex or MAC. In their final steps leads to formation of membrane attack complex. So let's discuss about the classical pathway. In classical pathway, you all have to remember one thing, that it begins with the antigen antibody binding. Means antigen antibody complex begins the activation of classical pathway. Classical pathway begins or it is being activated by the antigen antibody binding. Okay. Complement activation by the classical pathway begins when soluble antigen antibody complex is there, or when antibody binds on a suitable target on the antigen, such as bacterial cell. When antibody binds on a suitable target on bacterial cell, then this classical complement pathway activates. Okay, which antibody is involved here? So IgM and IgG subclasses such as IgG1, IgG2, IgG3. These antibodies or these immunoglobulins such as IgM and some subclasses of IgG along with IgG molecule does participate in the classical pathway. And what about the complement proteins? So the initial stages of activation of the classical pathway involve complement proteins such as C1, C2, C3 and C4. So this is all about the antibodies and complement proteins which are involved in the activation of classical pathway of the complement system. These complement proteins are present in the plasma in their functionally inactive forms. Okay, they are present in the plasma in their functionally inactive forms. Okay, now what happens? Formation of this antigen antibody complex induces conformational changes in the they induces conformational changes in the Fc portion of the IgM antibody, okay, and it exposes the binding site for the C1 complement protein. It exposes a binding site for C1 component of the complement system or C1 protein of the complement system. Okay, now I will tell about the structure of C1 component. Okay. This antigen antibody binding induces the conformational change in the Fc portion of the IgM that induces the binding site, or that exposes the binding site on the C1 component of the complement system. And what is C1? What is its structure? C1. So, C1 complement protein is a macromolecular complex which does consist of C1q, C1r and C1s. So there are two molecules each of C1r and C1s are present in CQ. Two molecules of C1r and two molecules of C1s. So these all are held together to form C1qr2s2. So this is the complex which is formed by combining all these molecules, and this complex is stabilized by calcium ions. This complex is stabilized by calcium ions. Now what happens? C1q binds to Fc portion. What I have told here, that C1q binds with the Fc binding sites, and where is this Fc binding sites? On the IgM. Okay, so this Fc binding sites, and then after it induces the conformational changes. So where this conformational changes occurred? This conformational changes occurred in C1r, and then after it is converted into an active serine protease enzyme. After conformational changes in C1r, it is converted into serine protease enzyme. Okay, now after that when it becomes a serine protease enzyme, then obviously a bar will be there. Above it a bar will be there, then C1r bar. Okay, so this is now a serine protease enzyme, and then after it then cleaves, what it does? Then after it cleaves the C1s into similar enzyme known as C1s bar. Okay, and after that this C1s enzyme is having two substrates, C4 and C2. Okay, is it clear to you that C1q binds to Fc portion of the IgM, and then after it induces conformational change in the C1r, and it becomes serine protease enzyme C1r bar, and then after it cleaves the C1s and turns into a similar enzyme C1s bar, and it is having two substrates C2 and C4 upon which it will act. Okay, the same thing I have written over here. This is the macromolecular complex C1q-R2S2. This is the macromolecular complex of C1, which does consist of C1q, one molecule of C1q, two molecule of C1r and two molecule of C1s. So Cr2 CS2. So it becomes C1q-R2S2. Now, so this C1q-R2S2 is here, the components of C1 complement protein, and this C1q of C1 binds to antibody in an antigen antibody complex, and then after C1R is activated, which is a protease enzyme that cleaves C1s, and then after C1s, C1s is having C4 and C2 as their substrate, and after that the C1 enzyme cleaves C2 and C4, C1s enzyme cleaves C4 and C2, and after that the C3 convertase is formed, and then after what we have read here, that C1R protease enzyme that initiated the cascade of classical pathway. So we will see that how. Here we have seen that this C1S enzyme is having two substrates, C2 and C4. So what happens after that? So what happens after that when C4 will become activated, when it will be cleaved enzymatically. Okay, so here C1s, so I had told that here C1s, this C1s enzyme hydrolyzes the small fragment of C4, that is C4A. Okay, so C4A does diffuses away as it is a smaller fragment, so it will diffuse away and it will expose a binding site on C4B. It will expose a binding site on C4B, and now this C4B attaches to the target site, target vicinity or target surface of C1 vicinity. Okay, this C4B now binds to the target surface of this C1 vicinity, and after that the C2 proenzyme attaches to the exposed binding site on the C4B. Okay, so this C2 proenzyme now binds on the exposed site of the C4B peptide fragment. This C2 proenzyme binds to the exposed site of C4B, and then after this C2 is cleaved. Okay, so C2 will be cleaved to two peptide fragment, C2A and C2B. Now again this C2A is the larger fragment, because I have told that this C2 is an exception. So in case of C2, C2B will be the smaller fragment and C2A will be the larger fragment. So C2A means the larger fragment will be there, and C2B, the smaller fragment, will be diffuses away. So the C2B, which is a smaller fragment, it gets diffused away from the site. Okay, and after that the C2, how C2 is cleaved here? C2 is cleaved by the neighboring C1s enzyme. Okay, and its C2A, which is the larger fragment, it will remain there, and C2B, which is the smaller, it will be diffuses away and will initiate the local inflammatory responses. Okay, so C2A is the larger, so C2A fragment will be there, and finally the result molecule will be C4B2A and bar will be there. So C4B2A, and it is known as C3 convertase. Okay, C3 convertase enzyme. I have told that if the bar will be there over the number or symbol, then it will be having the enzymatic activity. So here C4B2A, over the 4B2A there will be bar, so it is having enzymatic activity and it is known as C3 convertase. Since it is C3 convertase, so definitely it is going to act upon the C3 complement protein to make it activate. Okay. Now this C3 convertase will convert C3 into two peptide fragments, C3A and C3B. It will generate C3A and C3B. Now this C3 convertase hydrolyzes the C3 and generate C3B. single C3 convertase molecule can generate over 200 molecule of this C3b. So there is amplification in the sequence event. Okay, some C3b binds to C4b2a to form C4b2a 3b. Okay, here the C3b molecules are generated, and it is being shown, it is being reported that single C3 convertase molecule can generate over 200 molecules of C3b. So some C3b binds to C4b2a to form C5 convertase, which is known as C5 convertase. Now C3b binds C5 and alter its conformation to allow C4b2a to cleave the C5 complement protein into C5a and C5b. Okay, now after that this C5b binds to C6. The smaller fragment of C5a diffuses away from the site and C5b remains there, and C5b binds to C6, and after that the sequential events will take place, means it will bind to C7, then C8, then C9, and finally C5b6, 7, 8, 9, known as membrane attack complex is formed, and it will attack the membrane of pathogens, here bacterial cells. So this is all about the classical pathway of the complement system. Once again I am reviewing the points in short. First of all, what happens, this C1q of C1 binds to antibody in an antigen antibody complex, and after that the C1R is activated, which is a protease enzyme that initiates the cascade of classical pathway. After that C1R becomes activated, after that it cleaves C1s, which is having two type of substrate, that is C4 and C2. Okay, so C1s enzyme cleaves the C2 and C4 and forms C3 convertase, and after that it will act on C3 to form C3a and C3b, two peptide fragments, and the smaller one will be diffuses away and the larger one C3b molecules does bind to C4b2a. Some of the C3b fragments will bind to C4b2a and form C4b2a3b, which is known as C5 convertase. So this C5 convertase will form C5a and C5b. It will act on C5 and form C5a and C5b. C5a being the smaller fragment will be diffused away, and C5b will bind with C6 and initiate a cascade of reaction, and finally the C5b6, 7, 8, 9 known as membrane attack complex is formed, which is being responsible to attack the membrane of the pathogen. So this is about the classical pathway of the complement system. So in my next video tutorial I will be discussing about the alternative and lectin pathway. Till then,